STEAM is an acronym that stands for science, technology, engineering, art, and mathematics. And it also includes other skills such as creativity, problem solving, and creative thinking. The traditional middle school math class is thought of as students in a row in desks with their textbooks in front of them and their pencils in their hands. And it looks nothing like what is actually taught in kindergarten. This summer, Lane STEM had the pleasure of partnering with the Eugene Makerspace in a STEAM camp for middle schoolers, and I thought to myself, what if classrooms were more like makerspaces? Now, this is not a new idea. It's not actually innovative, but I do want to talk to you about 3 possible effects. One is that a makerspace-like classroom will change the learning environment. We know that humans evolve to be moving, to be using tools, and to be collaborating with one another. And as a result, in our summer STEAM camp, we had students doing projects like taking apart used kids' toys that made music and rewiring them together, soldering the circuits so that when you played a drumstick, you heard a distorted sound from a keyboard. Similarly, we had students making foam core airplanes, but they couldn't align the wings with just one person. It had to be a collaborative effort. A second effect of making a makerspace-like classroom space for middle schoolers is that you're going to change the learning process. It's no longer going to be about our digital native students being consumers. They're instead going to gain the locus of control and be actual creators. So for example, one of the projects that our students did during the summer was to create fidget spinners, and I don't have the time to explain what a fidget spinner is, but suffice it to say that our Makerspace member, Ben, gave the students a choice of 5 arms or 3, 2 weights or 1, and the students ran with it. They were able to burn a proof out of cardboard and then make sure their prototype was what they wanted. Finally, the third effect that you would see is that you're going to change the teacher role. Lane STEM had the opportunity of placing 11 teachers, educators, there was 1 counselor, into technology industry this summer and effectively putting them into a makerspace in order to learn more. And they emerged more confident, able to go back to their students and say, hey, I know what the technology industry is like. I want to tell you about it. This is what your future could possibly be. Finally, one other project, our students at the STEAM camp didn't always make planes that could fly straight, but our awesome U of O science librarian, Dean Walton, said, okay, we're gonna put weights on the front of it. Maybe it'll work, maybe it won't, but we're gonna try and keep trying again, and that resilience stuck with them. So what could possibly happen if a classroom looked like a makerspace? I'm gonna tell you a couple of things that I saw from our STEAM camp. By the way, they were all girls. Awesome. So the first thing that I saw was curiosity. They asked a lot of questions. It might have been about whether a substance was super poisonous or how fast a table saw could actually cut off your finger. But in any case, they felt really safe about learning in that environment and continue to do so. The second thing was resilience, that stick-to-itiveness, and they kept learning and growing no matter what they thought would actually happen. And by the end of the week, they were able to continue learning even if they felt like maybe they were trying something new. And confidence was the last one. This is Lola, and she was awesome. And she said, you know what, I'm gonna just try this no matter what, and we didn't have to convince her by the end of the week. They were creating awesome things in the makerspace. So how can industry affect this change? Well, I'm not gonna sing the song of resources and tell people that you're gonna have to buy a CNC laser cutter because that's not equitable and that's not gonna create a systems change. So the first thing that I'm gonna say is that you have to invite teachers and students in. And in addition to those 11 educators that went into schools, went into the tech industry, we also had students going in and touring facilities and learning about the technology industry, including internships and job shadows. We also hosted our fall first convening of the Regional Computer Science Regional Advisory Committee to inform all things computer science curriculum, which is super exciting. And finally, we invite you all to come and co-teach a STEAM lesson. We're starting a Coder in Residence program, and we would love for anybody who is interested in computer science to participate. Thank you for your eyes, thank you for your ears, and thank you most of all to everybody who has had the heart to participate and elevate Lane County and all that we've done. Thank you so much.